What's good, everybody? It's your boy Goat, back with another one. Let's get right into it. Hey man, the Lakers, my Los Angeles Lakers. They came to ball tonight. They came to play on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. The ball moved extremely well. Marc Gasol played great, both ends of the court. He hit 2 threes. He played great defense. Everybody on the team did their part. I'm very proud of the Struder. Struder has made a big difference in these games. Having Struder back on the floor has been huge for the Los Angeles Lakers. He's made a huge difference for the team. You know, we haven't lost the game ever since Struder has came back into the lineup, which tells me that he makes a huge difference on our team, both ends of the court. I'm going to let my boy Dan Laker fan give his thoughts as well. Hold on.
Back for another post-game recap, baby. Let's go. This is the Laker team we've been waiting on. This is the team we know we're capable of just killing anybody when we're focused like this. This team never took their foot off the gas, and this time we gave up 0 leads, man.
And that's a big bonus. We actually came in the game focused, and we also kept our foot on their necks even when we had the lead.
As the Lakers, seriously, just dominated the Golden State Warriors end to end, 117-91, and it wasn't even that close, to be honest with you. Everything was perfect. LeBron, he got his rest. You know, not too much workload tonight. Alex Caruso came out hooping, man, on both ends of the floor. Damian Jones got some PT, baby, and he showed that he can rip.
And I was very impressed with Frank Vogel giving Damian Jones some minutes to kind of see what he got. And Damian Jones was impressive in the time that he played.
He'd be a rim protector for us, man. So he showed exactly what I told you guys. Reminds me a lot of Ed Davis. He's not the toughest guy in the world, but he can use his size, block some shots. You know, my only criticism for him is I want to see a little bit more of a motor when it comes to rebounding and just a little bit more effort.
That's the one thing I got to give Hitman credit on. Damian Jones does not have a great motor defensively. His motor is not very good. I see why people clown me when I said start Damian Jones. His motor is not good.
Here and there, but then again, it was his first game. You know, very excited for the fact he had 2 blocks tonight. So I saw that and I was like, okay, I'm sold on this kid. Re-sign him for the rest of the year. It's not like we don't have another roster spot open anyways. But what a masterful performance from end to end from the Lakers, and what a difference this kid, Dennis Schroeder, makes, man. He did an excellent job on Steph Curry, neutralizing him in the first half, and as a result, he didn't get to play a lot in the second half. So shout out to the Lakers for taking care of business, man, looking like a real championship contender tonight. And I tell you guys, man, everybody that was panicking, you know, in the 4-game losing streak, what I tell you guys, if we're missing players, it makes a difference. You know, as soon as we get Dennis, things are going to be better. But again, I really like what Damian Jones does. Like I broke it down for you guys in the highlight film the other day. He fits the glove if he just plays his role. And tonight he didn't force anything. He looked good. Like I said.
And I like that about this team tonight. My Lakers did not force anything on offense, and they didn't gamble too much defensively.
Only criticism of him was just, you know, that. I want to see a little bit more of a motor for him, especially if he's trying to make the roster. But, yeah, shout out to Marc Gasol. He really came out and hooped, man. He was out here hitting threes. He played defense. He stopped the number 2 overall pick. Like, he blocked him several times, man. He boxed him out. It was just, from end to end, the Lakers' complete domination, man. I got to tell you, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Now I want to see all these people that were being pessimistic saying we're not going to win the championship. Now, I'm not saying we are right away, but I do have confidence that if we get Anthony Davis back healthy, ain't nobody beating us in 7, man. And if Damian Jones ends up being the solution for us, man, what a job Rob has done again. He said, what are your thoughts on Marc Gasol's activity early on? I told you guys the other night, I haven't given up on Gasol. He still has a ton of great skill set. You know, he can stretch the floor. He can pass really well. Those passes, little bounce passes to the cutters. Nothing short of spectacular.
And that's something I got to give Marc Gasol credit on. Marc Gasol has a very high IQ, not only offensively, but defensively. His IQ is very high, even with passing the ball and understanding plays.
Tonight, and of course, if he can knock down his shot consistently, he is a force. However, I still don't want him starting. I'd love him off the bench, especially for the playoffs. His veteran leadership is going to be great when the game slows down, like I mentioned. But good question there, buddy. Kane's Garage, what's up, brother? He said, hey, Dan, I was impressed by Jones, although it's kind of scary that he tweaked his back already. He said, I agree with signing him for the rest of the season if we can. Yeah, hopefully he's fine. Hopefully he's...
And that's tough for the Lakers. If Damian Jones' back injury is more serious than we think, then that would be a bad sign for the Lakers.
When they did pull him out, he was holding his back. Hopefully he's fine. I thought the Warriors got away with a lot of hostility. Like, they were pushing us and then dunking on us. But it's all right. I guess it's grown man ball today. It's all good. Did you guys see THT? He did the same thing. He barreled somebody over and just laid it up.
And that's what was good about this game, is that the Lakers showed fight and hunger. They didn't. The Lakers did not let the Warriors punk them in this game. Is that whenever the Lakers are aggressive, they can beat anybody in the league. Golden State tried to push us around, and we didn't lay down. We fought back. Great job by the Lakers.
Third quarter, I believe, or was it third quarter? I think it was the third quarter or the second quarter. I forgot. But bottom line is, I like what he did, man. I like what in limited minutes he did exactly what I predicted he would do. He plays his role. He doesn't force anything. He has a nice soft touch around the basket.
That's what's been great about the Lakers too. As of late, the Lakers are starting to figure out their roles. Everybody's understanding what they need to do, where they need to be, and it's great to see to be a Lakers fan.
Now, obviously, I like the little teardrop he had off the pick and roll with Dennis Schroeder, and he caught a nice little lob. Now, remember, his work...
Dennis Schroeder makes a huge difference on both ends of the court.
It's not mine. He feels like he can fill in that role of a JaVale McGee or a Dwight Howard. So, bottom line is, he said, bro, Damian Jones is like James Wiseman. Yeah.
And you know what I realized is that everybody was saying, don't start Schroeder. Ticket TV, everybody was saying don't start Schroeder. Man, Lakers would have made a huge mistake not starting Schroeder. I'm glad the Lakers are starting Schroeder at the point, because that has not failed yet this season. So great job by the Lakers GM by starting Dennis Schroeder. If we did not start Dennis Schroeder, we would have been a little bit off on both sides of the court. So great job by the staff knowing to start Dennis Schroeder.
I tweeted that out there in the game. I said Damian Jones and James Wiseman looking at each other like, and then the Spider-Man gif when they're pointing at each other. But yeah, I mean, they're very similar play styles. For me, Damian Jones, like I told you guys when we first acquired him, he reminds me much more of like Ed Davis. Do you guys remember Ed Davis for us? He was a skinny kid too, but he could use his size to block shots, and he always seemed to...
Dan Laker fan, I disagree. Damian Jones is nowhere near Ed Davis. It's not even close. That's the one thing I disagree on with Dan Laker fan, is that I would take Ed Davis any day of the week over Damian Jones.
Be at the right place at the right time. The only advantage I give Ed Davis early on is that Ed Davis had more of a motor and he pursues the rebounds. So if we can...
That's the difference. Ed Davis' motor was just way better than Damian Jones.
Get that out of Damian Jones, I think we have a golden diamond, shiny diamond in the rough. And that's a golden opportunity, man, for him. He needs to capitalize on it. He said, Dan, he also made his free throws, which is good. I did tell you guys he wasn't the best of free throw shooters, but, all this time off, got to be working on something. He said, no more trades, LOL. Well, I mean, for me, I was never clamoring for a trade. I said, maybe Rob Pelinka will do something, but I always prefer adding without subtracting. Tonight, you can see our depth, man. Everybody balled out. LeBron didn't have to do too much. It was
That's facts. LeBron did not have to play that much in this game because the Lakers played so well on both ends of the court.
Really great game all the way around for the whole team. The ball movement was on point. We played excellent defense. Check this out. Andrew Wiggins, 3 points, minus 26. Draymond Green, 6 points. He did go out with an injury, so that's a huge factor. But minus 22 in his limited time. 0 for Kevin Looney, minus 15. 14 for Kelly Oubre, and 16 for Steph Curry.
I seen Ticket TV tonight. Ticket TV was saying that Draymond Green cost Golden State this game. Golden State was getting blown out before Draymond Green got hurt. So we can't give Golden State a pass for losing Draymond Green. Golden State was already getting blown out way ahead of the Draymond Green injury. So for Ticket TV to say Draymond Green lost his game, he did not. They was getting blown out when he was on the court.
I'd say we did a heck of a job starting the lineup. And then their best bench player was Eric Pascal, who had 18. For some reason, he always falls out versus us. But on the Lakers end, look how well-rounded it was, and everybody played well. 19 points, 4 assists, 6 rebounds for LeBron James, plus 18. 13 points, very good game versus us. But on the Lakers end, look how well-rounded it was, and everybody played well. 19 points, 4 assists, 6 rebounds for LeBron James.
LeBron James had 19 points, 4 assists, and 6 rebounds. That's a great stat line for LeBron James. 19 points, 4 assists, and 6 rebounds. And they still they still beat Golden State by 20 plus points. So the Lakers beat Golden State by 20 plus points without LeBron James having to score more than 20, without LeBron having to get more than 4 assists, and without LeBron getting more than 6 rebounds. That tells you that tonight was a team effort for this win. Everybody played as a team, played together, and there was a bunch of smiles on the Lakers bench.
Plus 18. 13 points. Very good game for Markieff with 8 rebounds. Plus 18.
Markieff, 13 points, 8 rebounds.
Marc Gasol had his nice little 3 3-point shots. 9.
Alex Caruso, 13 points, 4 assists.
But where he was impressive was on the defensive end. He had
Damian Jones, 8 points, 2 blocks.
So was it like, I'm sorry, not 19 points, 9 points. But he had a block, boxing out, doing the little Patone early. And then, he was plus 13. Dennis Schroeder, a quiet 12, but the defensive end was where he...
Dennis Schroeder, 12 points, but Dennis Schroeder did score 12 points, but he played great defense. Very great.
He really helped us out, man, neutralizing Steph Curry. And
yes, Dennis Schroeder did neutralize Steph Curry. Dennis Schroeder held Steph Curry hostage.
Then he had 6 assists to go with. Absolutely great game by Dennis once again. And then we had off the bench, we also had Jalen Hortucker at 11, 8 for Damian Jones.
THT, 8 points. 8 points. I think he had 2 assists.
And then we had Trez with 6. He didn't have to play heavy minutes either. So
Trez hit 6 points, and he still blew him out.
all the way around, man. What a well-rounded, nice game by our Lakers, man. Shout out to Markieff, by the way. He plays well, can shoot, rebound, and play in the paint. Well, he did that tonight, bro.
I like the way Markieff got in the post and used his body against the smaller guards. So that's gonna be huge for a guy like Markieff. Is that whenever he gets in the post against smaller guards, it could be a factor and cause problems. The Lakers as a whole, they went after the mixed matches. So whenever the Lakers saw a mixed match on defense, they took advantage of it. And I'm very proud of the Lakers for recognizing it and taking advantage of it. Shout out to the Lakers.
For real, he did that tonight. But, he was struggling before then. But, yeah, tonight, definitely shout out to Markieff. I absolutely love what Markieff Morris has done here, man. But tonight, right? But the Lakers did dominate the Warriors, man, and I'm very proud.
Dominate.
Couldn't ask for a better day. The Clippers lose, Lakers win. Let's go, baby.
The Clippers got blown out by the Bucks, and everybody's hyping up the Bucks. I mean the Clippers. Ticket TV hype up the Clippers. The Clippers got the brakes beat off them by the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo went off.
So now, how y'all feeling tonight, man? He said today was a good day. Clippers lose. Yes, he echoes my sentiments. There you go. He said
the
people were
Clippers
calling
are
us trash during that 4-game losing streak.
Losers.
And what did I say to them? I said, man, these people aren't real fans. These are fair weather fans. We don't need those. Go away. Everybody that was saying Lakers are trash and all this stuff. Come on, man. Come on, man. He said, Dan, what's your Cash App? Bro, I just opened one up because Y'all been asking for it, but my Cash App, I'm gonna tell it to you right now, bro. Tell it to you right now. So if you feeling generous, you want to donate?
Y'all hit my boy's Cash App.
I believe it's DTLF24, bro. That's my Cash App. That was the nicest dunk of the night. I think he out-dunked his brother tonight. So that was shout out to Kostas for that dunk. And he's still very raw. I know a lot of people don't. He never really got an opportunity.
Antetokounmpo's little brother did some crazy dunks in this game.
I don't know if they're not developing him or what, but he doesn't seem to improve every year. So that's unfortunate. But he always had the potential. Hey, Dylan, appreciate you, man. He said, appreciate the stream vids you drop for the Lakers Nation, Dan. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you appreciating the streams because it is a lot of hard work, but I also enjoy it. And, you know.
Shout out to Dan Laker fan for putting out great streams night in and night out. This guy works hard. He works a job. He takes care of his family. Shout out to him for posting videos while trying to take care of his wife, take care of his family, and also working a job. Dan Laker fan is a bona fide hustler. He's always grinding every single day. Shout out to him.
What they say, right? If you enjoy your job, it's never a job. So thank you guys for being so kind, man. Thanks for the donation, my brother. My man, James.
I gotta give Dan Laker fan credit. Dan Laker fan, he's never too high, he's never too low. He's always right in the middle.
Never about the goal. It was always about the goal.
Damian Jones, another stealth move by Rob P. And I told you guys even before we acquired him, because like I said, the homegirl on Instagram had let me know he was. He said, hey, Dan, do you think we can keep Jones and get Whiteside? Absolutely.
If you're the Lakers, I will not sign Hassan Whiteside. In my opinion, I do not want Hassan Whiteside. That's the one thing I disagree on with Dan Laker fan. Hassan Whiteside is soft. He's not a hustler. He's not a hustler. He plays with no energy, no passion. I do not want Hassan Whiteside on my team. He plays with no passion and no heart.
Absolutely. 2 rim protectors is better than 1. I'll take it, man. The one thing I do like about Jones the most is how he moves his feet. If you guys pay attention, there was a couple of times they tried to drive past him. And Eric Pascal, you know, he lowered his shoulder and pushed him off on one of them. But for the most part, he stayed in front. He shaded the defense. And even when he was even around, just his presence of having a legit 7-foot type player, forced them to miss shots. So,
and it's good that Damian Jones got to play against his former team. Damian Jones, he played well against his former team, making his presence